Hello ladies and gentlemen, Hobo here, and today I'm going to showcase a new build that I've been working on in theory crafting. It is still in the works, it needs a lot of gear, but the proof of concept is here, and I'm going to show it to you. Essentially, what I'm working on is a crowd control support build with pet backup for damage for Witch Doctor. It all centers around horrifying enemies and locking them down in place for as long as possible for your teammates. This helps them by not needing to worry about being on the move so much against elite packs. It helps you get things grouped up together in one confined space to have as much AoE damage as you can get possible. I decided to go with a 3-piece all guilds for bonus elite. I didn't want to use a royal ring because I have several rings that I like to swap out. I'm running with physical damage because the fetishes I am running are the sycophants, and they get a bonus from the physical damage. I'm also using Reign of Toads as my primary since it seems to have one of the best synergies with summoning them. I also run zombie dogs with life hit so I can have a little bit more survivability on my way getting to a pack if I can't. I'm running piranhas mostly for the debuff. Unfortunately, I do not have a slot ready for the creeping death, and hopefully when 2.1 hits I'll roll for an amulet with it. One thing that I do recommend is running Spirit Vessel because it gives you a automatic get out of jail free card if you do happen to die, and it also cools down Horrify by 2 seconds. This lets me chain it damn near infinitely whenever I'm fighting enemies, so I can run into a group, horrify them, root them and fear them so they don't do anything, and I can maintain that control over the battlefield indefinitely until they die. I run Fierce Loyalty for the movement speed. I like getting as close to the enemy as quickly as possible, bridging the gap. I run Voodoo for a buff against things that I can't horrify. I also brought along a Jerem, just in case there are stuff that I can't fear and horrify, like Rift Guardians bosses. I'll switch to this if I need to. For my last slot, it's really up to... it's really been swapping in and out for various things. As it stands right now, I'm running Wrathful Protector. It's got good damage. It's cooldown with all the gear I have currently. It's enough that I can have it up damn near every elite pack that we run into. It's super quick, but it's quick enough. I still need to find a better Tasker and Theo, and that's pretty much the premise. And I'll show you some gameplay of it. So essentially, this is a group support build. You run in, you horrify, you lock down the mobs, and you just slowly damage them. The fetish sycophants that you're going to be summoning through Reign of Toads are where the D.P.S comes from. And against elite packs, you just run up, you horrify, and you keep them locked down. This gives you more than enough time for your teammates to get in position and launch as many offensive spells as they can ever get. All you need to worry about is staying away from some spells that do manage to get through if you manage to slip up a horrify like I just did. And just keep on the move, keep everything horrified. I'm running an S of Johann as my amulet, so whenever it procs, it'll pull things to a nice little group for me to horrify, as you can see. I'm also running the bonus radius to horrify, that way I can lock down bigger groups from further away. Another thing that this build works really good with, aside from class synergy, is against pygmies. They can be rooted, you can lock them down. So I've locked down full groups of pygmies in a pig rift before. Whether using Piranha to bunch them up or running a wizard with Black Hole to get them together for me first. There are a few things you need to worry about when you're running this build. First is you need to be careful of electricity because your fetishes will proc a lot of electricity. So when you're getting close, you have to be very cautious not to get caught up into it. Try to keep at least your dogs or your pygmies in between you and the lightning so they'll take the buff, not you. Another thing is damage reflect. It's going to be really annoying in the higher torments because it'll be the one thing that can kill you pretty fucking quickly. And as you see, I just run from group to group, lock them down, and let my fetishes do all the work. Where this build really shines is in team play, especially in higher torments, because you can literally run into a group, lock it down for your buddies, let them unleash everything they have, and move from group to group. It really shines against large maps with high density, or if you get surprised by multiple elite packs. Especially, for example, when you're in the graveyard for a rift. If there's more than, like, the more the elites that are on the screen, you don't need to worry. You'll be able to lock them down for your buddies, and all your fetishes slowly kill them off. As you can see, elites don't get a word in edgewise. They just sit here, feared, and your fetishes will pick them off one by one. I played around with this build. It's really fun. I love the support it has. I just enjoy playing this build. Oh, here we go. If you can look closely, you'll see the word rooted. It pretty much prevents anything from moving. I can't fear a pygmy, and there's no point because they don't attack, but the ability to root them is very convenient. Especially when there are large groups of them in a rift. Like, with this, you can guarantee that a pygmy rift will pretty much never get away if you can manage to bundle them together as quickly as possible. And as you can see, I'm just running from elite pack to elite pack, just fearing them. I'm throwing down piranhas every now and again to get the bonus damage to everything. I don't have creeping death, so I have to be sure to keep casting it. Another thing I'll do is bring out Wrathful Protector from fighting an elite pack and need some bonus D.P.S. And as you can see, it's really good. Higher torment play for solo, it becomes an issue because of the damage you do. You'll kill stuff, but it'll take some time. It's not too efficient. Some better gear, I could probably push this to be efficient in maybe T4 and a little bit of T5. It all depends on how much health everything has and how fast I can get my fetishes to attack with a better Tasker and Theo. But as you can see, this build is really good at controlling the field for you and your teammates. It's a really fun team synergy-based build. I really enjoy it, and I would highly recommend if anybody ever just give it a shot. It's really fucking fun. So yeah, that was some video gameplay of a new build I'm working on. I nicknamed it the Petrify. It's got Pets and Horrify. Corny, I know, but... So yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. I read them all the time. And yeah, I'll see you all again in the next video. Hobo out.